Plus.
Welcome to Cellmates.
30 days of plus.
30 days of plus.
30 days of daily, unpaid, month-long explorations into the titles of Disney Plus. I am Kate Phillips.
I am Dick Ward.
And happy 2/3.
Woo!
Episode 20.
Wait, this is
day
episode 20?
This is day... Oh,
This
no,
is day
am I
20?
wrong? I think it's day 20.
Okay, I take your word for it.
Yeah. 60, 70, 18, 19, 20. Yep, 20.
21, 22, 23, 24.
30 days of plus.
Woof. How you doing, Kate?
You know what? I'm doing pretty well. We're heading into a long weekend, and we're several days ahead. I mean, we're live every day.
Yeah, but for our listeners, this is the last day of the long weekend.
That's true.
So
I hope you had fun.
I hope you filled up on turkey
Or not.
whatever. Or I hope you ate a reasonable amount. I hope you did something that made you happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Aw. Dick, what are you streaming?
Well, I just finished streaming some sort of whiskey drink into my mouth.
Did any of it have to do with a soda stream?
Why, yes, I used the orange flavor and some soda water. I streamed up some soda water and added some whiskey, some bitters, and some
Apple cider.
apple cider.
Fun
To add a little
fact,
sweetness.
that soda stream with just the orange stuff tastes just like Airborne, the orange flavor of Airborne.
Oh, the medicine invented by a school
medicine
teacher.
invented by a school teacher that I used to just take when I said when I felt sick, but I know now I was already sick. So I associate it with, one, not being able to drink what I want, and two, getting more sick because I would take it too late.
That sounds about right.
So that night that you made the soda stream orange, I took one sip and I said, nope, I can't drink this. It reminds me of being more sick in my 20s. Anyway, but mixed with whiskey and cider, it's great.
And Kate, there's something else that I think we should address, is something about the apartment that has changed.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's more laundry
It is
that needs to be
being
done.
It's been overtaken by a sentient AI. No, that's not true.
Alexa, thank you. This movie that we watched this week
What movie did we watch this week?
Well, this day. The Disney Channel original movie, Smart House, which is really like years ahead of its time. It kind of predicts. Well, there was no Alexa. Why are you laughing?
How is this years ahead of its time?
I don't know. Well, how is it not?
Name one way.
It's so the way that Katey Sagal's Smart House character starts out is basically Alexa.
Is basically the computer from Star Trek.
Oh,
is
well,
basically any voice-operated computer
which also
from
took
science
place
fiction.
From science fiction, but this actually came true. So I'm going to say, okay, it can all be years ahead of its time.
This is either this is like 15 years ahead of its time, or it's like 30 years behind the times in future predictions.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
This
It takes place in the present, though. Doesn't Star Trek take place in the future?
That takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Different star.
Yeah, but Kate, okay. No, this is in no way ahead of its time. But I love you.
I think they were predicting in a way that seems goofy in this movie in 1999 that I'm like, oh yeah, you can do a lot of that now.
Yeah, but...
Is that the way... Well,
what?
So real question, is that the way you feel when you're seeing, like voice-activated computer things on Star Trek and things like that? Do you feel like, a lot of this has been accomplished?
I mean, voice-activated computers have been the thing since computers.
Okay.
Like, it was assumed... I mean, you've ridden the Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
The Carousel of Progress predicted voice-activated ovens.
Yeah, sure. But the Carousel of Progress also feels a little outdated in its future scene now. So I'd say it's not mutually exclusive that this seems ahead of its time.
Okay. I think you're giving this movie way too much credit.
Sorry, I guess I'm framing it in a weird way because everything you're saying is not what I'm saying. Anyway, this movie is great. Dick, had you seen this movie before?
This movie features technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. You can have a lot of it now.
Huh?
That's a lot of things of predictive future.
That's true.
It doesn't mean that this isn't.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's ahead of its time. We'll have a conversation later about what ahead of its time means.
I think it's ahead of its time.
Okay.
They didn't have Alexa yet. Ahead of its time. Dick, when did you first see this movie?
Now.
Cool. Really? Like, had you heard of it before?
No.
No, had you heard of it before?
Technically, yes. I heard of it 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
When I was scrolling through and I was like, oh, Katey Sagal's in this one.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's the house.
What about you, Kate?
Oh, I saw the premiere of this, I think. Disney Channel original movies were the big event of like the month or every other month. I don't know how frequently they came out. At least 2 came out in 1999 because the other Disney Channel original movie we were considering watching from this time period was Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
I was not considering that.
Also came out in 1999. So they at least did 2 a year. I think more.
That sounds really ahead of its time.
Yeah. 21st century. They didn't know. Y2K, you didn't know if there was going to be a 21st century.
Be another century.
They just assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Xenon is also, we might be closer to it. No, I guess it was 2049. Anyway, it doesn't seem like we're going to be on spaceships in 30 years.
Cool.
Anyway, Smart House. Yeah, saw it at the premiere.
Yeah.
I think this was one of the more put together Disney Channel original movies. They had like their light ones and they had their serious ones, like The Color of Friendship.
We're not watching those.
Or the one where Shia LaBeouf portrays a character with autism, which is probably not a good idea.
Definitely not watching that.
But like then there was like Smart House and the one where the boy is a fish, the same boy I believe from Smart House. We also decided against that.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are lighter, and yet
though that one has Dave Coulier.
It does.
So if you want to know what Dave Coulier is doing in the late 90s,
yeah,
it's that.
Yeah. So, Dick, had you seen any Disney Channel original movies from this era?
No.
So Descendants would be like it.
That
we watched a couple days before this.
Probably.
Okay.
Like I've seen what I assume were TV movies for Disney, like Mr. Boogedy.
I mean,
right?
yeah, the ABC movies are pretty equivalent.
I'm sure I've seen stuff like that, but no, I've not seen any other Disney Channel original movies.
Was it what you expected?
Yes.
How did it differ from what you expected?
It was almost exactly what I expected.
Was it like, I was impressed by the quality 20 years later. I was certain that it was dumber than what it felt like viewing it.
Uh-huh.
That didn't happen for you. It felt the right amount of dumb versus smart to you.
I don't know. You're asking me very leading questions, trying to evoke a very specific answer from me.
I would have thought it would be dumber. If I had never seen a Disney Channel movie, it was pretty dumb, but I would have thought it would be dumber.
Yeah.
I think it, held together plot-wise better than Mr. Boogedy.
I don't know about that. I think it held together exactly as well as Mr. Boogedy. The plot is... Actually, no, I think Mr. Boogedy's plot might hold together better.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, the plot of Mr. Boogedy is there's a guy haunting the house. And they got to get rid of the guy haunting the house. And so they do that by sucking him into a vacuum. Fine.
Yeah, that's true. The ending of this one doesn't seem very... it's not predicted. It's not set up.
There are several things in this movie that do not make any sense.
Yeah. The technology is all over the place. There's some apparition-based technology or apparition-based technology.
Yeah.
She can just make a smoothie appear. It doesn't always come out of that little
okay, Kate,
elevator with the food.
Let's give a quick summary of what this movie is, because I'm gonna bet most of the people listening have not heard of or seen Smart House.
That's wild, because I would have bet the opposite. Legitimately.
Please let us know if you've seen Smart House.
Everyone has seen Smart House.
No one has seen
Everyone
Smart House.
but you. Yeah, so it's the family wins a house. It is a smart house, so it can do all the things for them. And it's a widower. Widower. He's a widower.
Mm-hmm.
There was a joke.
The dad has a dead wife.
And so the boy is very high strung and thinks no mom will enter this family, so I'll do everything. But then, the creator of the house.
Wait. To be clear, he will do everything so that no mom will enter this family. Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some other layers to it, but we don't get into that in this Disney Channel original
There
movie.
are no other layers to it. There is one layer. He doesn't want a new mom, so he does all the mom work. And that's why he also enters to win a smart house.
So she can be the new mom.
So that smart house can take care of things and be the new mom.
Yep. So they win. They move into the smart house. It's great at first, but then there are some malfunctions. And smart house becomes more sentient than AI.
Yeah.
Overrides a shutdown when she's gone too far on the 50s mom side. And then becomes a Katey Sagal. It's Katey Sagal's voice the whole time, but it's only her, what do they call it? Visual projection? It's not a hologram.
Virtual projection.
Virtual projection of Katey Sagal.
Kate, I bet you couldn't even tell a virtual projection from a hologram.
I thought that was a funny joke.
Why?
Because it's dumb.
That's
Because no one knows the difference between those two things.
because one of them is a thing and one of them isn't?
Yeah.
That's not a funny joke.
I totally misread how much you were enjoying this movie.
I enjoyed this
apologize.
movie, but
it doesn't sound like it.
You're really so let
I
me
had very low expectations. I didn't think this was a good movie, and then watching it, I kind of enjoyed it. I was expecting a D and got a C plus, so I'm very pleased right now.
I have not yet given my opinion on this movie. You have said
I don't think that's true.
You have given me the chance to say, "Hey, Kate, how amazing was this movie? Pretty amazing or really
this
amazing?"
Was dumber than I thought it would be.
This was equally dumb to what I thought it would be. Smart House is fine. There are some really cute moments, and there are some really fun moments, and then there is some really annoying, dumb computer jokes that are not good jokes.
No.
But I laugh at how bad they are.
Yeah.
I can't tell a digital projection from a hologram because that joke doesn't make sense.
See, I feel like that is tongue-in-cheek.
No.
I don't know. When I have low expectations, I'm very willing to give so many benefits of the doubt. I'm having a good time.
All right, so let's talk about. Can I talk about the things that I like in this movie? I like Dennis Quaid.
Quasi Quaid.
Yeah, I like the guy who plays the dad, who reminds me of Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, you called him an almost Quaid.
Quaid. The lady who plays the dad's love interest / the boy's new mom.
Well, okay, she's the inventor of the house.
Oh yeah, she mainly plays the love interest. I watched this movie, same as you did. The inventor of the house part is tertiary. No, I agree she invented it. I don't agree that that's what they focus on. No, you can't give me that face.
I saw something different.
All they talk about is how dad likes her and she's going to be the new mom. So, I liked her. She reminded me of, a little of Helen Hunt. She also reminded me of a woman on a video screen telling you to digistruct yourself into your seat and buckle up because you're about to go on a roller coaster.
She'd be so good on a Disney ride.
She'd be really good at it.
Yeah.
The little girl who was young Kate.
She was the best character. Angie, best character in the movie.
Yeah, and she just reminded me of you.
Well, I am very flattered, but I don't see it. Say more.
Are you serious?
Yes. She's way cooler than I was as a kid.
No, I agree with that.
Way cooler.
Yeah, but she spoke to the adults as if she was on their level, despite being 6. She seemed,
more so than the teenager.
She seemed to give instructions all around. She knew more about her dad's love life than he did.
Yeah.
It's a very, I don't know. There were some very Kate lines in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, very, very honored.
You're welcome. And Katey Sagal.
Yeah, she was fantastic throughout.
She started really bad.
Well, she started flat. That's how she was directed by whom?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton directed this movie.
She started really bad. She might have been directed to be really bad, but she started not just flat, but with a robot voice.
Yeah.
Which was really annoying.
The Smart House is a robot.
But eventually the boy breaks into the Smart House control panel to make her a mom. He doesn't want a new mom, but he wants the house to be his mom.
More mom-like. Yeah.
Anyway, once he does that, her personality changes, and there's like a couple of different personality changes throughout this movie. She's like way overly sweet mom for a while, and then like way like domineering because the dad yells at her that she needs to be more organized.
Yeah.
And so she starts being like, no, you're not allowed to do anything until you make some more business calls.
And she electrocutes them through the doorknobs.
She zaps them.
That's fun.
And then eventually she virtually projects herself.
Yeah. She apparates.
She makes like a hologram of herself. And so we get Katey Sagal in the film. And she's so creepy.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
This is like a kid's horror movie. It's not the suspense so much, but like the moments where you're like legitimately like, are fun.
I mean, it's higher quality than like a Goosebumps.
Sure.
I haven't seen How Are You Afraid of the Dark in a while, but it's probably higher quality than that.
Yeah, I mean, those are tighter episodes.
Right, but Katey Sagal, awesome. In the back, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than 20. It's a short movie. It's like
really, really, really good. There's like a lot of weird stuff going on with the score where like sometimes it's way too happy for a scene. But then there's one time where like Katey Sagal is like threatening the kid and the music playing in the back is Mama's
Mockingbird, which is referenced earlier and when he's watching home videos.
And it's like in a minor key and
mother.
It's so
yeah.
It's fun.
So what you're saying is this movie is great.
That's
what I've been hearing now.
I am not saying that in any way, shape, or form.
It's a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Here's what I did. I was waiting on dinner. I had a drink. Then I ate dinner. This movie was perfect for that.
Yeah.
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 Do not watch this expecting it to be good.
No. Unless you think it's going to be bad. And then expect it to maybe rise above your expectations.
Go into this with very low expectations, and you will enjoy it. I enjoyed watching it.
No, same.
It wasn't very good.
Same.
That's okay. Those can both be true.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's all. Well, what would you pair with this?
There's probably a Futurama where Leela becomes a robot, or there's a robot Leela or something. I don't know. Watch that.
There's absolutely a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably from a season you haven't seen, but I remember just thinking, oh, this is Smart House.
Yeah.
Also, it's kids' Black Mirror.
Yeah. I would watch
Black Mirror.
I would watch with this. There's a Futurama episode where the ship, Planet Express ship, has a new like AI chip in it, and then Bender changes the AI chip so that it sounds like a lady, and then he romances the ship, and then the ship becomes possessive and like tries to kill them. Mm-hmm. Anyway, watch that with this. Watch that.
That basically is happening.
It's like 22 minutes. It's you get all the thrills and chills much more quickly.
But this one, you get a lot of 90s fun. Like the way computers looked on on it, like in films and TV.
Do you mean Macintosh computer? Do you mean Apple computers?
Well, some of them were, but like his laptop wasn't.
Yes, it was.
That's how Apple laptops used to look, just
That-
like other laptops.
That's why it had an apple on the back of it.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was more paying attention to the screen.
No,
Because I feel like there's a specific, like, not only did computer screens look different in 1999, but also, like, I feel like there was a Disney Channel computer screen,
Oh.
and it, like, hit me right there. That was great.
If you like
Along
Apple,
with there was a boy band, there was a Bewitched.
if you like Pedigree, if you like Bewitched
there were some
or
bands.
Five,
Yeah.
you've got your bands, you got some brands.
Yeah. Everything you need in a Disney Channel original movie. It's a good time capsule.
Hey, this house is jumping.
Jump.
Jump.
The house is jumping.
Jump.
Used no less than 3 times in the movie. The house was jumping.
It was not.
Do you see how mad Katey Sagal
It was
was
not
at the
at
end?
all jumping.
She was hopping mad. Jumping,
Well,
hopping.
happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
It's too late for that.
Happy Christmas.
We are Cellmates Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, at gmail.com, regular.com, hashtag 30 days of plus PLUS for this series.
Those are all correct statements. Good job.
All right.
You're good at rattling those off.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't let Alexa take over your life.
Don't let your dreams be memes.
And always say thank you to the robots. Plus.